What is going on, my YouTube friends, my Patreon friends? How's everybody doing, man? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Listen, our friend Rob sent me some PayPal requests like forever and a day ago, and I had them like long checked off my list, but I couldn't find the videos anywhere. So my bad, bro. Like big time, my bad. I really apologize. I hate when I do that kind of thing, but I'm not gonna get too hung up on that. We're gonna jump into this reaction. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support, my friend. This is CORELLA, Blue-Eyed MAORI. I know I always say that wrong. Live at Roundhead. And like even looking at the video a little bit, I feel like I watched this, but I don't know. If for whatever reason it comes to me, like if I just misplace the video, the digital file somehow, I'll make it abundantly clear. But as far as I know, I haven't actually watched it. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, this is gonna be a vibe.
I got to run, the kingdom come in a better way of life. I bet today, so won't come see the rest feel so unkind. Head my baby's on my mind. Head love is through them eyes.
Man, this is a vibe. Like I almost just want to listen to this. Holy, I ain't never seen this. I ain't never seen this before, bro. This is cool as hell. So that's a terrible pause frame for you, my friend. My bad. So what do we got going on here? We got a nice Stratocaster. He's singing into these, what are these? Sennheiser, like, I think it's in the 420 series, but it's not a 421. That's what's on the trumpet. I can't remember what these are called. Someone in the comments once ever so lovingly told me what they were called, and I looked them up, and they look great. Now I see them often. I just can't remember the model name. Doesn't really matter. They sound really nice. Like they're very mid-forward, not like aggressively. Like it's not like disruptive, but they're very mid-forward. Probably great. Well, obviously great for a vocal. Great for probably some percussion, maybe like a guitar amp. I don't know what the pickup pattern is on it, so... but either way, man, like it sounds fantastic. It's a cool looking microphone. A couple Beta 58s, those are like standards, right? On the congas, there's the 421 there, I believe, with the mute like right on it. The trumpet mute or the muffler or whatever those are called, right on the microphone. I ain't never seen it played like that before. That's neat. That's really neat. Congas had 57s on them. That's fine. Like they're solid instrument mics. Use them for everything. Put them on drums. Put them on guitars. Put them on vocals. Even like they're wicked all around mics. If you're looking to buy a mic and you're on a budget and you just want like a Swiss Army knife, it's probably a SM57. Just like throwing that out there. But anyways, back to the groove.
I got to run, the kingdom come in a better way of life. I bet today, so won't come see the rest feel so unkind. Head
Wicked harmony.
baby's on my mind. Head love is through them eyes. She's a monster and an angel. I wanna love her, but I cannot lie. Doctor, she was a
That was clean, man. Doctor. Love that.
doctor. She was a blue-eyed MAORI. She stole my bloodline, and I never did blonde hair, blue.
Okay, what do we got going on in this drum kit? So 421, I think that's also a 421. I saw a really nice, like large diaphragm condenser in front of the kick drum, kind of off center. Probably trying to get more of the actual weight of the kick drum rather than like the attack. So like something I've been experimenting with specifically on this tour that I just went on was like the actual angling of the kick out microphone, right? So we used a V kick in tandem with a Beta 91 for my nerds out there. The the V kick is incredible. It almost did the job of both mics, but I did a lot of like, okay, like pointing it dead forward, pointing it up a little bit, pointing it into the drum, like, and our porthole on the kick drum was off to like I don't know, like when you're facing the drum, it's off to the right. So like I played with it a lot. And it is spectacular. It is amazing how much that actually changes the tone of the drum. Like obviously you're still going to get the sound, like the whatever the drum is tuned to, the type of wood, like you're going to get that, but it changes the response of it drastically based on like where you put the mic basically. So they look like they have it when you're facing the drum off to the left. And if I was a betting man, I'd even say it was maybe like back angled a little bit, or like off what would you call that? There's a word for it, and it's just slipping my mind. But anyway, so like instead of the sound wave from the drum coming straight onto it, off axis, that's what I'm looking for, a little bit angled this way. And I believe, like my heart is telling me that would take away some of the top end. It would give you just more of that like mono, that low frequency, right? So curious. I want a better look at it, but very curious about that. The overheads, I thought it was a mono overhead, but it is stereo, and it looks like it's the same approach. Like how I do overheads is measuring it from the snare drum. So I do 40 inches. You can go all the way up to like 48 inches, still kind of stay in phase. But you measure each of these overheads from the center of the snare drum so that when you pan them hard left and right, the snare drum's still in the middle, right? Or whatever varying degrees, as long as it's matched left and right, the snare drum still stays in the middle. You don't want your snare drum sounding like it's over here, because the snare drum gets played like next to the kick drum and maybe the hi-hats. It's the most played drum on the kit, right? So you want to make sure that that's always dead center for you. So that's why we measure these. And you can tell because the hi-hat side's always a little bit higher than the ride side because it's closer, so it needs to be further away, right? Anyways, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I want to know what this kit is too. Looks like an old like Lutwig or something.
I'm on the whole time. Oh no, nobody knows. No, nobody knows. That girl, that pretty little girl, she done hung me out to dry. Shot me down in the lights of day. Shot me down for the right of way. Slowly changing my DNA. My brown done turned to blue. Valentina, see you are my angel. I wanna love her, but I cannot lie. Doctor, she was a
What a vibe, man.
She stole my bloodline, and I never knew blonde hair, blue eyes.
Here's a question. Something way outside of my scope. Is like blonde hair and blue eyes, is that like a pretty dominant like genetic trait? Like I'm curious. So like I'm imagining, and let me know if I'm wrong on this, that's fine. But like if you have like say like dark hair, dark eyes, and this is kind of like your whole entire family has that, and then you introduce someone, a life partner or whatever, and they have like light hair, light eyes, like is that going to make that much of a change? Or like is your like I don't know what the blend is. I don't know how the blend works. I know some things are like recessive. I know some things like you like get from mom or dad. I just don't know like how that actually works. So I'm curious.
Doctor, she was a blue-eyed MAORI. She stole my bloodline, and I never.
So then maybe it's like a more of a metaphor than like a real thing. Like maybe this person that he's singing about pulled him out of like the roots and traditions and family values that he was experiencing, or that he kind of had around with for a long time, and made him like change for better or for worse. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge. But curious. That's the other thought running through my head right now. Curious.
Hey, blue-eyed Maori.
That bass is thick, man. 6-string bass too. Beautiful acoustic guitar too. I don't know what brand that was. It almost looked like a Taylor, like a single cutaway Taylor, but I didn't recognize the inlay in the headstock. But anyways, man, great request. That was a vibe. I'm just sitting here hunching now. That was a vibe. I just want to like groove to that, like reggae feel for a little while. You know what I mean? Beautiful recording too, man. I don't know what studio I do know what studio that was. That was Roundhead. Yeah. We've done a bunch of those. What a gorgeous room. What a freaking gorgeous room, man. Goals, bro. Goals. Appreciate everybody, man. Thank you so much for the request. I will see you on the next one.